I'm James Darby here with your Chicago Cubs playoff update. The Cubs dropped a tough contest in Game 2 at Wrigley when Clayton Kershaw and Kenley Jansen combined on a 2-hit shutout against the Cubs, evening the series at 1 game apiece. The Cubs will need a short memory and now need to focus on heading out to LA for the next 3 games. The Cubs are in good hands though, as Jake Arrieta will be on the mound for Game 3. Arrieta pitched well in his last NLCS start, going 6 innings and surrendering only 2 runs. Jake has a great history of pitching on the West Coast, and especially against the Dodgers. If you recall, last season Jake threw his first career no-hitter at Dodger Stadium, and in his only regular season start against the Dodgers, Arrieta went 7 shutout innings. But it's not the pitching that has been the problem for the Cubs this postseason, it's the offense. Since last year's NLCS, the Cubs have struck out 25% of their at-bats in league championship play. I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. Anthony Rizzo and Addison Russell need to get their bats going. These are 2 players who drove in over 200 runs for the Cubs this season and have yet to drive in a run this postseason, while each only having 1 hit so far. So what should the Cubs do? I say switch the order up for Game 3. Bench Addison Russell and move Javier Baez over to shortstop. You're not losing any defensive skills there. In fact, it's an upgrade. I think a game off will maybe help Russell clear his mind and get his focus back on track. Also, along with Baez playing shortstop, I would move him into the 2-hole in the lineup and move Kris Bryant to the 3rd spot in the order, while Anthony Rizzo goes to the 6th or even 7th spot. You want your best hitters to have as many at-bats as they can, and right now the only Cubs hitting are Javier Baez and Kris Bryant. I would also be in favor of benching Jason Hayward and moving Ben Zobrist to right field and plugging Wilson Contreras into left field. You need offense, and so far Hayward only has 2 hits while Contreras has 5, and he's been coming off the bench basically all postseason. In the end, I think Cub fans just need to take a deep breath and relax a little bit. I have a good feeling the offense will come around, but it will need to be fast. My prediction for Game 3, Cubs 5, Dodgers 3. This is James Darby signing off, saying I'll see you next time before Game 4. Go Cubs!